Okay, some good stuff in practice today. Thought the D-line played really well, kind of the same characters as usual. We've really seen Quentin Powell make a move on defense in the scrimmage and again today, making a lot of plays. Going back to the film yesterday, thought the storyline was the first team defense, 5 3-and-outs. Basically if the game would have been at halftime, the first team defense would have given up -2 yards at that point. So a really good showing by the front seven especially. And guys showed up and made plays. George made a bunch of plays. Hayes showed up. Sua Cravens probably made more plays than anybody. He only played 28 snaps. But really showed up on film a lot.
About having looked at the film, what's your evaluation of the quarterbacks? Is it what happened yesterday pushed anything more forward to making a decision?
Yeah, yesterday's numbers got screwed up just by the way the series went. Cody had a series that went 15 plays. Max had 4 series that were 3-and-outs. And so, there was a 2-minute series with the twos in the first half, and we didn't get to it in the second half. So the numbers got out of whack, but that didn't have anything to do with, the way that it was set to happen.
But how about just in terms of the way they handled those situations? I mean, did they both perform the same in your mind, or did one perform better than the other?
Well, they're always going to be different in their own ways. It's just more information that we have on them. Obviously, Cody got more chances because of the pass attempts and played really well in there. And then, Max was going against, for the most part, the #1 defense, which was really having a really good day. Versus the #1 offense, which also had a number of special players out.
So you're just going to continue to kind of collect information? Any day in mind when you might name a starter, or could you go into this game without a designated #1?
Yeah, it's the same thing I've said all along. Ideally, we would have liked to have it done by now. We don't know when it's going to happen. Ideally, we would not like to have 2 quarterbacks on opening day, but you never say never.
Will this competition continue, or do you foresee the person who's the starting quarterback week 1 being a starting quarterback the entire year?
I would hope so. If when you choose a starter, you obviously hope that he performs really well. So I don't think anybody would want to go in thinking that wasn't the guy. But also the other guys got to really be ready, because we've seen what happens over the last couple years here everywhere. But look at here. When Matthew didn't play, USC over the 4 years was 0-4, and I think he averaged 13 points a game.
Well, what was your expectation with this quarterback battle going into camp, and has it played out like you thought? Has there been any surprises along the way?
I think that it's played out like we'd like, as far as the guys for the most part taking care of the ball. Less turnovers than we were having in camp a year ago. So as far as that, I think it's played out. I think, like we said, the numbers got out of whack yesterday, but overall, over every practice in scrimmage combined, they're only 13 attempts off. It's like 280 to 293 or something like that.
I'm not a big fan of hypotheticals,
but you're going to give me one anyway.
I'm going to give you one anyway.
Awesome.
Yes, you need at least one today. If the season were to start, let's say this weekend, would you feel more comfortable with the defense now than you did a year ago?
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel a lot more comfortable with our defense with so much experience in the front seven. Yeah, definitely.
Got all those freshmen waiting for you guys?
At what point do you really get concerned about the tailback situation? It just, in terms of guys not being able to practice or sustain practicing?
Well, we're in the right direction. Today we got Justin back for the beginning of practice, and Silas. That's the first time in a while that they've done individual, and then Justin did team run and really looked good. So I think we're headed the right direction. Really, we could be back here very soon outside of DJ with everybody full participation.
How did the offensive line look on film? The first offensive group, what did you see?
Well, I thought that the story really was a really great defensive performance. You see phenomenal effort plays. We took 10 clips and showed it to the team last night. It looked like they were playing in the biggest game of the year, which is great. that they did that. I mean, there's some unique hustle plays by 94 in that game, by 21, by 10, and by 90. Really, really unique, great effort, phenomenal plays.
How many guys do you guys have out right now?
I think there were 17 today, so we're headed the right direction.
Andre Walker going to start at right guard at this point?
I don't know that. There's a good competition going on there. I think it's making John play better as well. So we'll let it play out.